Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Y'all know it's Thursday, and it's my second video for today. I'm gonna take one of these out. How's everybody day? I just got in. I partake in some herb, get my mind situated. With me, I ground before I go to work, meditate, ground. Everybody got their different methods of what they do, to get them ready to go out into the world. But when I come home, I love to come home if my man is home or whatnot, my partner, my man, my other half, twin flame. Y'all know the terms. My person, if he's here, then we partake and unwind together, and, chit chat about the day. You need that release. And I'm grateful enough to have it. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take nothing for granted. You should not take people for granted, but no, people should not take you for granted as well. But anyway, so that is like a ritual. Since we all do rituals, we all perform them. Anything you do repeatedly is like a ritual, something you constantly do. So, it's a pattern for me when I come home, if it's something to smoke, shit, I hear you. And these days it's bad. It's bad out here. Like you got bills, you have your priorities, but you also have your things that keep you calm. And a lot of people don't understand that. And not that they should, y'all. Not that they should. You got people who smoke. You got people who drink. You got people who just like to be out in the street. But these are the different things we do for ourselves to keep us on the level or on the playing field enough to keep playing this game, I would say. Because like I said, everybody is a thought away, or an ideal way or whatnot from rage, from like snapping, crashing out, as I guess the newer people would say. Crashing out. And like I said, you should not care. We should not care what someone else thinks about what you do. Now, what you should care about is your behavior on partaking in these things that keep you calm and, keeping you on a playing field where you can carry on and live out what you're supposed to be here doing. Because it's so easy for us to get distracted. It is like, and I get distracted. Like I said, I'm in this meat suit as well. I chose to come here in this meat suit and do what I'm supposed to do. You know what I said? Be the messenger that I am and things. But do I get distracted? Of course I have. I have fetishes. I have things I like. I can get lazy, or I could charge full ahead. But then, like I said, these are all things designed around us to make us feel this way about ourselves as well. You understand what I'm saying? So we be feeling guilty by association to these things that we have been either called by other people or somebody has told in us. Or some things we just know. And those of us who just know, we're more on the aware side. Because when you just know something, you don't know why you know it. That's been me most of my life. That's why I get in trouble. How you know? I just know. I can't tell you how I know, but I know it's in there. It come in there, and people gonna think, oh, you crazy. And that's why I said it's not for you to even care at this point. Just know you are special. And I'm speaking to my starseed babies, my indigo babies, the 80s babies, the ones who lived through the 80s, the 90s, up until the 2000s. You understand what I'm saying? So you have those experiences that you also, if you was like me, heard from the older people from back in the day. That was a hobby of mine. And that's why I like history, because you know what was told to you and you know what was never told in public, on the news. And you add shit up. You do your homework. You are here as on an assignment. So of course you're supposed to be hungry, nebby for knowledge and all that. That's why I do be interested in the celebrities' life and things like that, but not more so in their life as far as the riches, more so in their life of their upbringing and what will bring such people to this past, or what will bring people to do the things that they have done. I'm gonna come back and talk about my celebrities too, because that's the thing I like. And I be feeling guilty because people are like, oh, you shouldn't be sitting up here gossiping and stuff. Men don't gossip, and they shouldn't. But we all masculine and feminine, so I mean, what the fuck? I'm allowed to discuss celebrity live if I see it in a different way. I ain't ridiculing them or putting them down, because we all have our life and we gotta live it. You understand? Without really judgment, but you gonna always have someone speak on your life. Hell, look, when you leave here, people speak on your life. So you're gonna begin spoke on them until you leave here, up until you leave here, and after you leave here, and that's a good thing because they speaking about you. It's just what they gonna say about you. I know they gonna call me crazy, and I love it. Thank you. I own it, and I own it early. I'm letting y'all know I own mine. Thank you. Yes, Jaquel, BJ, Brian, brother Arries. It's crazy to your definition, but I'm very unique, special, and out of this world, out of this plane. So yes, I'll be that, and you do the same. You understand? But it's Thursday. I love y'all. I hope everyone unwind, had a good time, got in this house or got in shelter, got you something to eat. It's hard to get you something good to eat now, but we'll talk about that later too. We all just gotta stick together, and you gotta be grateful for what you do got, because baby, it's coming. Know that it's coming. Let's get together. Understand it. We gonna have to come together, because it's coming, and it's gonna come down like rain, and it gonna come quick. Those who know. You don't, maybe this ain't your time. But I love y'all. Have a beautiful day. Don't let nobody get you down. Like, just subscribe.